I knew this build was in the game, bro. I knew this build was in the game, but 2K tried to manipulate us. They was like, .4s are not in the game. But all you had to do is just switch the position. Y'all like, hold on. You making a .4 power forward? If you think about it, bro, as you see almost every build that you've seen from any other YouTuber, their players are mostly smaller. Like, I'm used to using a 6'6", but I'm looking forward to a 6'4", 6'5" build. Just because you get more for being a little shorter this year. So I'm getting better speed, better shooting. Even on the .4 this year, it's the same thing as last year, but it seemed like you were losing some since they tried to nerf it. Just had to move it down just a little because they knew .4s were OP. They weren't super OP, but .4s took a lot of skill. That was the only, actually, it was one of the builds that can dribble that had no shooting badges. A lot of people know that. You had no limitless range, you actually had corner specialists, but if you're a guard and you're ISOing, you're not going to be in the corner. You're not. So when I made this build, I'm like, hold on, bro. I know it's possible to make a .4, because when you go to small forward and you try to make him 6'7", he will not be able to speed boost. That's one thing, he won't be able to speed boost. But I know it's possible because you can pick what order that you can get your attribute upgrades. You can, okay, if I want to put this on this, but if you just want to speed boost off the rip, this build is the build. I was like, okay, I was in Discord for a few hours talking to some homies about this build. I'm like, alright, bro, don't want to be a post scorer. So this is like a mixture of being a .4 post scorer, but it's like a playmaking slasher. Since 2K took out .4 out the vocabulary of 2K, it's only playmaking. So at the end of this, it will say playmaking something, but it won't say .4. Even though we know this is a .4, because most .4s are 6'7" or 6'8". You will see the height difference of why you can't make a taller .4 or taller guard. Basically a 6'7" demigod. So this is the 6'7" demigod from basically 2K16 mixed with how .4s are in 2K18 and 19 mixture. As you see the badges, we have 30 playmaking badges, 10 shooting badges, but you see I'm messing around with the defensive and the finishing badges. Let you know, I already know you're not going to need that much for finishing at the hole. It's not that hard to finish at a hole. We had that's why paint defense was so easy last year. Like, paint defense was like horrible. You can literally get cooked in the paint because our layups was too high or the defense wasn't there. Why do you think now they have interior defense and perimeter defense? They separated it. It's not the same. So you got on this .4, you have a 67 interior defense since he's a power forward and he has a 65. But once I change his height to 6'7", you will see major changes. He will have a perimeter defense of 70, but that's not it. That's not it. Once we change this weight, it will go higher and higher. His lateral quickness goes up to a 69, but when you pay attention to his speed, acceleration, and lateral quickness, and him being able to move like that, to be honest, is it worth it? It's based on how you play. This build might be for everybody. This build might end up being underrated. People might forget a .4 power forward, 6'7", but it's based on who you playing with as well. So if you're playing with anybody who's going to have a small forward build or a shooting guard build, it's not going to really matter. If the guard is like 6'6" or 6'4" that you playing with, it's alright to run a 2 guard. Basically, you're a .4, but you're going to be pushing the ball. You just got to know who you're playing with. If you're playing with a 6'5" sharpshooter and you're a 6'7" .4, you're pushing the ball at the 2 guard. And then whoever you're running at the 3. If you're running 3 or 2 big man, you're running with a power forward. Even though he's a power 4 .4, you're running with another stretch, or you're running with like an inside beast. You got to know which players you're going to be playing with this build, because you can't just play with any builds. You will be at the 2 guard. You will be checking big man if you play 2s, if you're not playing with a power 4 or center. And the power 4 has to be taller than you. So make sure you know what you're doing if you're going to make this build. If you pay attention to the weight comes in handy too. You can make this all the way to a 189, because 189 or 188, you will see the difference in lateral quickness. The lateral quickness gains by 3 or gains by 2 based on if you move it back and forth. This is what I was telling you about the ticker. When you go back and forth, you moving the sliders back and forth on the player, this is the main thing. You have to count them. Once you count them, even though you're messing with them, you got to look at the plus and minuses to what you're upgrading. The badges on this build, you will see how I put them together, but you got to think about it. You're able to get any badge on this game that they let you. So look, the takeover. the takeover, you like, bro, why is it post score takeover and playmaking takeover? As you see, he's a power forward. A power forward, point forward. So basically, he's going to be able to get post scoring and playmaking. But I prefer you to get playmaking. They combine me with Rudy Gay, Kyle Kuzma, and Draymond Green. So this build is basically a defensive scoring machine, but it's like a taller point forward. It's not a scoring machine. It got the average of a 75 3-pointer. A 75 3-pointer is very good. For a point forward, that's actually good. You might have the same 3-pointer as a lock sharp or a rim sharp, whatever build that is. But I'm going to talk about that in another video. As you see the badges I'm going to put on, I only get like 3 to 4 upgrades. I get 3 upgrades. So I can really spread this out. If you pay attention, this is prelude or demo, whatever you want to call it. Prelude, demo. You don't have to upgrade every badge to test it out, because you're going to automatically end up getting those badges that you want. You can upgrade them whatever you want. So this is what I did for the shooting. I said, on a point forward in my head, I'm going to put in deep fades. But when will I ever use deep fades? Then range extender is very important on any build. I put it on silver, because silver range extender on a play chart was OP last year. Imagine a point forward with range extender or limitless range on silver will be, and it'd be crazy. And flexible release will be also good with this build, because you only got a 75 and you actually get help. If you shoot kind of bad, it will still help you using flexible release. So make sure you put that on. Catch and shoot, I had to think about it. When would I ever catch and shoot if I got the ball in my hand the whole game? So I was thinking about all the badges again. I was like, okay, I got everything down, but where's quick draw? I was like, hold on, I have to put on quick draw, because that is needed in this game. Until they patch something or actually update of being able to check our own speeds and make our own speeds, I don't think quick draw should even be in the game. That shouldn't even be a thing in the game. Because if we got jump shot speeds, we'll be able to speed up our jump shots no matter what. Then quick draw will be irrelevant, or it'll make your jump shot even faster than what you know. You'll be like, okay, every time I shout the ball, it's faster than what it is. Then I take off quick draw, you're like, dang, why my jump shot super slow? But for shooting, these are the badges I threw on just because all around point forward. This is why I would think, because you know point forwards last year are basically point forwards and slashers, because they can go to the hole with no problem at will if they want to. But for playmaking, I gave him every badge. Every badge. You may be thinking, bro, why did you give him every badge? Look how many upgrades I have left. I have at least 14 upgrades. So I'm going to give him handles for days, Hall of Fame. Then I'm going to have to get him the tight handles. I'm definitely going to have to get him tight handlers on Hall of Fame. And I don't know about Space Creator. I should have did that, but I need Unpluckable. I definitely need that. Tight handles. Put that on Hall of Fame. What else? What else should I do? I don't know. Dimer. Yes, we need Dimer. We're from guard. We need first quick stuff. And then look, you got to give him some Dimer. But one thing I should have did, I should have gave him Dimer or at least on silver just to mess around with it. Even though you can get it up when you actually start playing the game, I should have gave him a Space Creator on like silver. But defensive badges, I only get 2 defensive badges. Defensive badges, I'm going to pick Clamps. I was going to pick Pickpocket. That would have been 2 good defensive badges. But if I want to switch them anytime I want, around when you hit 95 overall, you can switch your badges in and out. I would just pick and pop, Intimidator, or Clamps. Those are the 3 best badges that I see. The 3 best that I see. But it's 5 of them I wish you could get. But I'm going to show you this real quick. These are all the badges that I chosen. I'm very excited to see what this build can bring to 2K19. This is not going to be my primary build. This will maybe be like my 3rd or 4th build. Maybe my 3rd build, because I'm going to be making a lockdown as a 2nd build. You got to have a lockdown or a stretch as your 2nd build just at the beginning of the year. But if you only can afford 1 player, make sure you can pick between the last video builds or this video builds. Or if you want to be a lockdown, make a lockdown build. If you want to be a stretch big, you can be a stretch big. I will be dropping a stretch big best build video if you want to. I got a stretch shot creator, stretch slasher, and a pure stretch build that goes crazy. But if you haven't yet, make sure you like the video. Like, what are you doing? Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch. If you haven't yet, sub to the channel. Put on post notifications so you don't miss videos like this. It been your man ChaMoma. Stay lavish. I'm out, y'all. Peace.